Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Hurricanes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Clemson's offense will start this game off with the football. They'll try the run. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Leaves it with the back. Finds some fresh air. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
It's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll run play action. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Quarterback's got the 1st. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their 1st possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in-route there.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the ground. He's got it again. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Off play action. Rush is on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got a man. It's Moore. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride at the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
Dropping back, it's Nickel. Pocket breaking down. Trying to find the end zone. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, we knew coming into tonight they were going to try to find this guy throwing the ball. I had no idea it was going to be this successful this early. Guys, he's closing in on 100 receiving yards. We're not even out of the 1st quarter yet. He has been an absolute force.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Dak's got it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like a pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Beck. A little screen to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up 4th down.
They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
From the gun, the running back has it. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. He might want another play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get it. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complimentary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Slithers into space. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Kane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Back to throw, it's Nickel. He's got him in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And Jesse, that's almost like an extension of the running game, a new age toss sweep.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, Reese, by the quarterback, putting that football in a place where his running back can make an easy catch and then advance it downfield.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a...
There he goes!
They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Comes the two-point try. They'll try to run it in. He will not get there. Brought down at the one, and the two-point try is no good. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
One away.
And And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looking to pass. It's Nickel. Pressure coming. Chucked it away just as he was hit. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. He's looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man downfield. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Across the 45. Still running at the 40. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. Might as well give it to him again. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3-and-out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Man, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Williams looking for a man. Here comes the heat. Intercepted to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force third and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks on the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Backed up now. Here's second and long. The give to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
Throws to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's back. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Wants to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on! They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Clemson set up with another first down. He'll set up to throw. Extending the play. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Might be calling a hot route. Now the play fake. Under fire. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Another incompletion on third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
On the ground, it's Lyle. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew that he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Got it behind the line. It's Brown.
I think that shows you the experience of the quarterback there. His primary target wasn't open, so he didn't panic. Even though he was getting hit, he was still able to find his check down and find some positive yards.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This crowd Williams will pass. Fires to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges, and you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting some.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. It's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse.
And listen, quarterbacks run more nowadays, and we see more of it, but they do have a tendency, because they are a quarterback, to cough it up a little bit. But how about the man? He said, I got this, and jumps back on it, make sure he covers that thing up so he didn't make a bad play for his offense.
The Canes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 45. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Stop at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Clemson is quick to the line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving. And some room to work. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Second down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Beck. With the catch, it's Jacobs. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Making side adjustments here. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He's got him this time. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. A little release to the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
And this one splits the uprights.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Using his legs, it's Lyle. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out through the 25.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on third down. They'll try to pop the draw. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. Fourth down coming up. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Give to the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Try and play action. Working that left side now. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Dropping back, it's Beck. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the offense on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Scrambling away. He's going to take off. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
Third and long.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juiced. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through.
You can count on one hand how many kickers in college football today can make that. That guy's one of them.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Williams looking for a man. Slings it. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on it.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Williams will pass. Under fire. Holds it in. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's live. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And you run a play that's conservative, and you're going to hand the football over, and you think nothing bad's going to happen. And, man, if he doesn't just cough it up. Terrible timing. You get inside that 5-yard line ready to make a play, score some points, and instead the defense recovers the football.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Oh, they're after him! Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip. And they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Trying to keep this drive alive. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. Fourth down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They're sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It'll be third and short from their own 33. To the air, it's Beck. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on second down. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up third down.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll leave it with him. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
To the air, it's Fafita. Quickly out to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. That's caught. It's Gilbert. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Here's a heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Fafita. Unloads to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And as he throws, another incompletion on 3rd down.
quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and more. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Gilbert. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Williams looking for a man. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Jacobs. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down.
Breaks into the open. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Using his legs to buy some time. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contain. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. And put a spy on it. Put a guy in the middle of the field who's really fast that has the ability to go get that guy when he takes off in situations like this.
They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeman are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over Notre Dame. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Williams will pass. The screen, he's got wheels. There he goes. And he'll be brought down.
And on offense right now, you're at a juncture here of the game in the fourth quarter, trailing the way you are. You can't punt anymore. Execution has got to be at a premium. And on that fourth down, you're able to hook up, move the sticks, and keep this momentum going.
They get to him as he throws. Got his man to the left. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Throws to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Miami.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake will get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Back to pass, it's Fafita. That's reeled in, it's Jacobs. Oh, he's got some space. Strong, firm tackle.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Jacobs. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Clemson will send the punt team out. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. The sweet feet buy a little time. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Williams looking for a man. Finds the tight end. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Finds his man. It's Lyon. And they pick up just a few on that completion. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled.
And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burner's are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. 1-possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high-percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is good! And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff kickoff team out there to send it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Carr. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Williams will pass. There's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Second down, he'll throw it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA.